Well, it's spreading, and no, I am not talking about Angela Rayner's legs. Unfortunately, it seems, doesn't it, that the government wants to make the life of motorists about as unhappy as if, I don't know, you sat on a cactus. And I say that because, according to this article, it says that there's fury as 4 UK towns could be slapped with a new 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. And this epidemic, it seems, has just gone from bad to worse. You would think, wouldn't you, that they would have learnt from Wales, because this, as far as I'm aware, hasn't exactly gone down too well there, has it? I mean, not only could you presumably be overtaken by some sort of snail, but also, wouldn't this just put out more harmful fumes, as they no doubt see it, into the atmosphere? Whilst, of course, they're saying that it wouldn't, presumably, eh? A local council, though, is set on a collision course with local residents over plans for a new 20-mile-an-hour speed limit zones, despite opposition from residents. This is where they're all wrong, isn't it? The councils should listen to the people who live there, because they bloody well live there. So, if they don't want something, the council should respect that. You'd like to think, wouldn't you? But new restrictions, though, they could be introduced across Stevenage, Baldock and Bishop Stortford in the near future, according to Hertfordshire County Council. Well, thank you very much. I'm guessing that's what they'll say. Although I've got a feeling they'll probably do it with a few more middle fingers. Although there is some hope, because it says that officials have confirmed that they will soon be consulting on the introduction of the new 20-mile limits as part of a widespread overhaul across the country. So in that consultation, you would like to think they'll think, oh bloody hell, we better not do this, and then have a swift U-turn, more of a Keir Starmer belly dancing U-turn. Although, unfortunately, it does seem that this is the way things are going. It does feel, doesn't it, like 20 mile an hour will be the new 30, which makes me wonder, will they reduce it even more from 20 to 10? Maybe even 10 to 5, sod it. Why don't we all walk or cycle everywhere? No doubt, of course, that will make them feel all better, eh? I'm sorry, but whether they like it or not, cars can do more than 20 miles an hour. And don't get me wrong, I respect that outside vulnerable places such as hospitals or schools, there might be a need for 20 miles an hour limits, but not outside general neighbourhoods. Just makes a mockery of the whole point in having a car, doesn't it, in some cases? Hertfordshire, though, has already apparently, unfortunately rather, introduced 20 mile an hour limit restrictions in parts of Wellman Garden City, Hatfield and St Albans. However, the major updates across the region have previously sparked backlash from angry residents who branded the changes as mad schemes. So yes, why aren't they listening to these people? It just makes no sense at all, especially when, remember, these guys want extra council tax, no doubt, along with all the other councils out there who are bound to raise their council tax by a whopping 5%. A petition now demanding that the council stop the introduction of more than 20 mile an hour limit zones secured over 1,500 signatures when it rang last spring. And locals ran the poll said, "We, the undersigned, petition the county council to oppose HCC's continuing wasting money of introducing new 20 mile limit zones at a time where the County Council Director of Finance has warned all county councillors that the council has an extremely serious financial position." That's a very good point, isn't it? Because all 30 mile limit zones are going to have to be reduced to 20 in this case, and therefore they'll need new signage, new road markings, and presumably advertising of the fact, which is going to cost who knows how much. Just makes me wonder if that's what the raise in council tax will be spent on, eh? Even say here that the administration are squandering £2.3 million for the rollout of more than 20 mile an hour limit zones in Hertfordshire, according to the budget proposals for the 2024/2025 year. And already this year, well, obviously last year, 2023-2024, the council spent £3 million on 20 mile an hour speed limit zones, with plans to waste a further £1.7 million next year, or in 2025-2026 too. All in all, the administration at County Hall are prepared to waste £7 million in total for mad schemes that few, if any, Hertfordshire residents actually want. This wasteful spending must be stopped immediately. And that's a very good point, isn't it? What else could that money be spent on? The council leaders really do need, in my opinion, to think again, and hopefully they will do. However, I'm guessing they more than likely won't. As it says, officials seem keen to press ahead with a host of consultations for measures in such areas as Elstree, Chaffney and Weatherhampstead, hope I pronounced that right, only just closing. Hertfordshire Council also admits they may install some traffic calming measures as part of the updates. However, This will depend on the level of speed reduction needed and the existing road environment. And therefore it does seem, doesn't it, that Mark Drakeford's Wales rollout of this 20-mile-an-hour limit was some sort of test for the whole of the UK, and therefore will be spreading, unfortunately, to more and more places. I just hope my place does not introduce these anytime soon, and to be honest with you, I don't think the residents would actually put up with it. I mean, in some areas near me, you're lucky to still have your wheels on your car left in the morning.